Master P's story is one of survival, evolution, and constant reinvention. To understand what happened to him, we have to look past the headlines and the flashy moments, and see the deeper struggles that shaped him. At one point, Master P was at the center of one of the most talked about rivalries in hip-hop history, involving Cash Money Records and its co-founder, Birdman. On the surface, it looked like a simple business conflict, a competition between labels. But underneath, there was a darker, more personal layer that went beyond music. Birdman's brother, Terrence "Gangster" Williams, has been linked to over 40 violent incidents, including accusations surrounding the death of Master P's cousin, Randall "Kolya" Slim Watts. Williams has denied any involvement, but the rumors and the whispers of guilt by association added real tension to the streets and to the music world. Master P also had his own tragedy. His brother Kevin was murdered, which only hardened the divisions between his camp and Cash Money's crew. The tension wasn't just personal, it was also business-related. In the late 1990s, Cash Money was rising rapidly, with acts like 400 Degrees and the Hot Boys. Birdman was looking for a major distribution deal, and Priority Records, the same company that had helped No Limit Records rise to massive heights, was a potential partner. But that deal reportedly fell apart because of Master P. Birdman later claimed in a 2025 interview that Master P told Priority executives, "If y'all sign them, y'all can't sign nobody else from the South." This allegedly pushed Cash Money into a joint venture with Universal, a deal that would make them famous, but would also lead to years of lawsuits and disputes, including Lil Wayne's very public split over royalties in 2015. Master P has always downplayed these accusations, framing them not as sabotage, but as natural competition. He said repeatedly that the younger generation should learn from his example, that two powerful entities could compete without destroying each other. For years, fans dreamed of seeing these two New Orleans legends, No Limit and Cash Money, share the stage. And finally, on October 25, 2025, that dream came true during a versus battle at Complex Con. Marketed as a celebration of New Orleans unity, the event brought together Snoop Dogg, Master P, Juvenile, and Mia X for a historic showdown. For a moment, it looked like the decades-long tension between the camps might dissolve into mutual respect. But old rivalries are not easy to forget. During the battle, Birdman launched a series of comments about Turk, a former member of the Hot Boys, and broader disloyalty within his team. His eyes were locked on Master P's side of the stage, and the tension in the room was unmistakable. Then came the moment that went viral. Master P responded with the perfect clapback, an OG energy that had been building for decades. Birdman started a stunt, and Master P fired back, claiming, "Well, guess what? I was uptown too, and I started that." The crowd went wild. Master P later reflected on the exchange with calm authority, saying that Birdman reminded him of one of his uncles who says whatever he wants, but that he, Master P, had already been through enough to not be fazed. After the verbal showdown, Master P did something unexpected. He walked across the stage to offer Birdman a dap and a salute. Some saw it as a genuine truce, but others believed it was two veterans acknowledging each other before retreating to their respective corners. The streets and social media noticed, though, the Birdman left quickly after the gesture, sparking debates about whether there was still tension in the air. Lil Wayne, who did not show up due to claimed tour obligations, added another layer of mystery given his ongoing disputes with Birdman over royalties. The scene was a perfect reflection of Master P's ability to navigate conflict with poise and perspective. Master P's ability to keep moving despite tragedy and business setbacks is a major reason for his continued relevance. Even as No Limit Records declined, he never stopped building. In 2005, he launched Good Term Music with his son Romeo, followed by No Limit Forever in 2010. Beyond music, Master P diversified into acting, appearing in films like Foolish and producing the sitcom Romeo, which aired from 2003 to 2006. He also made an impact in professional basketball, not as a player this time, but as a coach and mentor, helping develop talent like DeMar DeRozan. In 2013, he achieved a milestone that recognized his contributions to music and culture.
He became the first hip-hop artist inducted into the Louisiana Music Hall of Fame. This acknowledgement was not just about his chart-topping hits, but also about his innovative approach to business and influence in shaping an entire industry. Master P didn't stop there. His entrepreneurial spirit expanded into multiple sectors. He built the Uncle P's Spice brand, managed real estate through PM Properties, and even had partial ownership of the wrestling promotion House of Glory. He invested in energy drinks and other consumer products, continuously demonstrating a talent for spotting opportunity. In 2021, Lincoln University awarded him an honorary doctorate, a recognition of his ability to merge street wisdom with formal business acumen. By this point, Master P had proven that survival in the entertainment world wasn't about chasing trends. It was about constant reinvention and strategic thinking. On July 6, 2025, Master P announced what he described as his farewell performance after nearly 4 decades in hip-hop. This show took place at the Essence Festival of Culture in New Orleans and featured a no-limit record showcase with artists like Silk the Shocker, Dru Hill, and Carrie Hilson. The event served as both a celebration and a closure for a legendary career. Master P explained his decision simply. He was evolving. He saw the negative sides of the hip-hop industry and wanted to focus on bigger, more meaningful battles beyond chart positions and album sales. Fellow No Limit artists like Young Bleed reflected on his decision with respect, acknowledging that Master P's journey had always been guided by personal purpose rather than external pressures. In early 2025, Master P transitioned fully into sports management and coaching, becoming president of basketball operations and head coach for the University of New Orleans private tiers men's basketball team. This role represented a full-circle moment. Once an aspiring NBA player himself, he now had the chance to lead a program from the sidelines. Under his guidance, the team underwent a full transformation. He recruited 13 new players for the 2025-26 season, oversaw facility upgrades, including a renovated locker room, practice gym, and a new jumbotron at Lakefront Arena. He rebranded the program and integrated it into the LSU system, turning a previously overlooked team into a source of pride for the community. Master P's focus extended beyond basketball skills. He emphasized mentorship, life skills, and personal development, posting Bible verses in the locker room and instilling values that extended beyond the court. The season began with a strong exhibition win over Sacramento State, attracting attention from celebrities like Shaquille O'Neal and Mike Bibby. Master P's goal went beyond wins and losses. He wanted to boost community engagement, inspire youth, and grow enrollment at the university. He even personally funded tickets for 4,000 middle schoolers to attend games, ensuring that young people could see firsthand what discipline, vision, and persistence could achieve. He reached out to musicians like Lil Wayne and J. Cole for potential performances, using his entertainment connections to amplify the program's visibility. Even critics who questioned his qualifications had to acknowledge his unmatched vision, leadership, and ability to turn challenges into opportunities. Master P also showed that retirement from music didn't mean leaving culture behind. On the same night as the Versus battle against Cash Money, he released a surprise album. This wasn't a full comeback, but rather a strategic move that highlighted his continued relevance. Master P had always known when to show up and make an impact, and this release proved that he hadn't lost his ability to influence the industry. His approach has always been selective, making sure that every move counts and that his presence resonates meaningfully with fans and the culture at large.
Even with decades of success behind him, Master P never slowed down. His empire wasn't built just to make money, it was built to leave a legacy. From music to business, sports, and philanthropy, every move he made was deliberate. After solidifying his position in basketball coaching, he turned his attention to his business ventures, making sure his investments remained strong and his influence in the culture stayed relevant. By 2025, his net worth was estimated around $200 million. That wealth didn't come from a single source, it came from decades of diversification. He still collected music royalties from No Limit Records, which had become legendary for its independent approach. The catalog alone kept cash flowing, but Master P also expanded into multiple businesses. Uncle P's Spice brand became a household name,
His real estate holdings under PM Properties grew, and he managed over 100 units in New Orleans and beyond. He even had partial ownership in wrestling promotion House of Glory, and he invested in consumer products and entertainment ventures. These weren't just side hustles, they were strategic expansions, ensuring that no one could box him into one role or industry. Master P's story is also a story of community and giving back. Throughout his career, he made it a point to uplift others and provide opportunities where there were none. His philanthropy focused on youth, education, and community development. He funded P. Miller Youth Centers, which provided resources and safe spaces for children growing up in tough neighborhoods. Financial literacy programs and mentorship initiatives were part of his broader vision, making sure that young people could learn the same lessons that allowed him to escape poverty and build an empire. This wasn't just about money. It was about knowledge, experience, and guidance. Master P understood that many kids in his community didn't have access to the tools and information they needed to succeed. He became a living example of what was possible when determination met smart strategy. Even as his philanthropic and business ventures grew, Master P never completely left music behind. He understood the power of culture and knew that music could still make an impact. The release of his surprise album in 2025, during the same night as the Versus battle, proved that he could still command attention when he wanted to. He didn't need to release albums constantly or chase trends. Instead, he strategically picked moments where his presence would matter the most. This selective approach showed that Master P's relevance wasn't based on volume or hype. It was based on timing, legacy, and impact. He had mastered the art of influence, knowing exactly when to show up, what to say, and how to move the culture. One of the most remarkable aspects of Master P's career has always been his business acumen. From the beginning, he refused to give away ownership of his work. When he secured the Priority Records distribution deal in 1995, he did something revolutionary. Most artists at the time signed contracts that left them with little control over their music. Master P flipped the script. He retained ownership of his masters and kept 85% of the profits from his sales. That deal allowed him to leverage the major labels' distribution while maintaining control and maximizing his earnings. The move became a blueprint for independent artists and inspired a generation of rappers to think differently about the music business. Master P didn't just sell records. He taught people how to own their work, protect their money, and think beyond the next album. His approach to business extended to the label itself. No Limit Records was more than a music label. It was a family. TRU, the group he formed with his brothers C-Murder and Silk the Shocker, was the first step. Master P's vision included his family, his close friends, and his community. The label became a launchpad not just for himself, but for everyone around him. Beats by the Pound, the in-house production team, helped create a signature sound that made No Limit Records instantly recognizable.
By relocating the label to New Orleans, Master P also gave back to his city, providing jobs, opportunities, and a sense of pride for the community. No Limit became more than a brand. It became a symbol of what could happen when talent, strategy, and family worked together. In 1996, Master P released Ice Cream Man, his fifth solo album, which went platinum and included the hit single, Mr. Ice Cream Man. That same year, he directed and produced his first film, I'm 'Bout It, on a $1.5 million budget that grossed $16 million. These early successes were a sign of what was to come. By 1997, Ghetto D moved 760,000 copies in its first week and eventually sold over 6.6 million worldwide. Master P was no longer just a rapper. He was a mogul, an entrepreneur, and a cultural icon. The momentum continued in 1998 with MP Da Last Don, which debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and sold over 4 million copies. He signed Snoop Dogg to No Limit, launched a clothing line, and brought No Limit Records to a peak of $480 million in annual revenue. In a single year, Master P turned a $10,000 inheritance into a $500 million empire. These numbers are staggering and show the depth of his vision, work ethic, and ability to execute. Master P's ambition didn't stop at music and film. In 1999 and 2000, he pursued professional basketball opportunities, trying out for the Charlotte Hornets and the Toronto Raptors. While he didn't make the final rosters, The attempt was emblematic of his limitless ambition. He showed that he could balance multiple industries at once and that he refused to be confined by anyone's definition of his potential. Master P's life has always been about pushing boundaries, testing limits, and showing that success isn't limited to a single path. Every venture, whether it was music, film, business, or sports, fed into a larger vision of influence and impact. But as massive as his empire became, Master P also faced setbacks. No Limit Records eventually declined due to internal conflicts, market changes, and external pressures. He experienced personal tragedy, from the death of his brother Kevin to challenges within his family. He faced business competition, betrayal, and industry politics that could have derailed a lesser man. Yet through every challenge, Master P adapted. He didn't cling to what had worked in the past. He evolved. He diversified, learned, and applied his street intelligence to business and life in ways that kept him ahead of the curve. While other artists of his era faded, Master P remained a figure of relevance, influence, and respect. His influence can also be measured through the artists and entrepreneurs who cite him as an inspiration. Many modern independent acts, from Quality Control to Nipsey Hussle before his passing, look to Master P's blueprint as a guide. He showed that ownership matters, that artists can control their own destiny, and that combining street smarts with business acumen can create generational wealth. Beyond that, he taught a lesson about resilience, patience, and timing. Master P proved that true power isn't just about fame or sales. It's about influence, legacy, and the ability to build institutions that last beyond a single album or career moment. In 2020, the No Limit Chronicles docuseries premiered on BET, highlighting Master P's groundbreaking career. The series traced the label's evolution from a small record store in Richmond, California, to a powerhouse in New Orleans that controlled the southern rap scene. It reminded a new generation of fans just how innovative Master P was. His approach wasn't just about music. It was about creating opportunities, controlling resources, and teaching independence. The docuseries also renewed interest in his past projects, showing how music he released decades ago still resonated in modern culture. His position at number 28 on BET's Most Influential Rappers list reflects not only his commercial success, but also the fundamental shift he created in how artists view themselves in the industry. Master P's story is ultimately about reinvention. From the housing projects of New Orleans to the record stores of Richmond, from music to film, from basketball to business, he consistently found ways to transform challenges into opportunity. He understood that life would test him at every level, and instead of letting setbacks define him, he used them to build. Today, Master P stands as living proof that you can survive, thrive, and leave a lasting impact no matter the obstacles. He represents a blueprint for success that combines strategy, skill, vision, and resilience. A lesson for artists, entrepreneurs, and anyone looking to create their own path in life.
Master P's evolution didn't stop at music and business. One of the most important chapters of his life has been mentorship and giving back to the next generation. He understood early on that success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about who you lift up along the way. That's why, even after building a massive empire, he remained deeply invested in youth development. Whether it was through P. Miller Youth Centers or personal mentorship programs, Master P has dedicated himself to helping young people navigate challenges he once faced. He used his own experiences to teach lessons about responsibility, strategy, and perseverance. Kids growing up in New Orleans, particularly in neighborhoods similar to the ones he came from, were able to see a living example of someone who had gone through the fire and come out on top. His approach to mentorship extended beyond simple guidance. Master P made it personal, taking time to understand the individual strengths and weaknesses of the young people he worked with. In his basketball program at the University of New Orleans, he emphasized life skills just as much as athletic ability. Bible verses posted in the locker room, structured mentoring sessions, and lessons on financial literacy created an environment where players could grow as people, not just athletes. Master P knew that young talent often faltered not because of lack of skill, but because of lack of guidance and opportunity. He gave them both. This hands-on involvement is a hallmark of his leadership style, something he's maintained across every venture he's ever undertaken. Even in music, Master P's influence has remained evident.
His strategic releases, like the surprise album dropped during the Versus battle, show that he understands cultural timing and relevance. He doesn't release music just to chart. He releases music to make a statement, to move culture, and to remind the world of his impact. This approach mirrors his business philosophy: strategic, controlled, and impactful. Masterpiece moves are always calculated, demonstrating that real power comes from foresight and execution, not hype. This selective approach keeps him relevant without diminishing his legacy. Fans and industry insiders alike recognize that when Master P appears, it's meaningful and deliberate. Part of what has kept Master P in the conversation for decades is his resilience.
Life in the streets of New Orleans is unforgiving, and he's lost people close to him. The murder of his brother Kevin and the ongoing tensions with Cash Money could have derailed any artist. Yet, he consistently turned setbacks into opportunities. Tragedy and competition didn't stop him, they fueled him. This ability to take adversity and transform it into a learning experience became a key component of his legacy. He demonstrated that survival is not just physical, but also mental and strategic.